Hello dear twin flames, and welcome to this new reading for this new week. The upper row is for the divine masculine and the lower row is for the divine feminine. So let's come to the first card here. In the first card we see the divine masculine feeling a sense of loss. This week they feel a sense of loss. In the background, can you see this animal chasing its prey, like a wild animal, an animal of prey chasing its food or its prey? This is very symbolic here. As the divine feminine, she has come into peace with the situation, and there is no more chasing in the real sense of the word. The divine masculine is missing you just being there. They're terrified of losing you. And then they're thinking of the way they are running has affected the whole situation, how it has worsened the whole situation. And they are feeling your loss. The divine masculine, it's painful, and they cannot imagine this loss becoming something very tangible, like losing you forever. Okay, they see it as a temporary loss. They see it as a temporary thing right now, and it's causing them so much pain. They miss your energy. They miss you being always there to support them. They miss the strength that they got from you. They miss everything that you provided as a pillar of support. Let's come to the next card here. You see the Queen of Cups here. This is symbolic of how the divine masculine has isolated himself on an island. The water represents love. The twin flame love. It's all around them. But they are keeping themselves dry on the island, not allowing their feet to fully get immersed in this water. You can see the cup here. It has this temple protected by two angels. They see this twin flame love as something very sacred, something very divine, very sacred. They definitely know that this is nothing like anything they have ever encountered before. Okay, we see this undines here, elementals of water, the undines. It kind of is giving the message that the divine masculine is exploring his own spiritual gifts. He's exploring spirituality, exploring his own soul, exploring what gifts he has. You can see these colorful pebbles all collected here. Okay, they represent the divine feminine's words which have triggered him. Okay, he's collecting all those words. You can even say that he must be saving your conversation, saving the chat messages, so that he can read them later. Because every word and every message is so precious. And they don't know when again they will be able to talk to you. This is what happens in the isolated mind of the divine masculine. They are afraid. Afraid of this love. But they want to be near the love. He's not far away from the water, is he? He's near the water, but doesn't want to get wet yet. In the next card we see this unicorn sleeping. The divine masculine, the intense feelings and the whole resistance that he has put up, it's all causing a lot of stress. His conflicting thoughts, conflicting behavior, it's causing him a lot of stress, and he is resting. He's just, resting himself, picking up the energy of meditation. I feel he's meditating. He's turning to meditation to give him the much needed peace of mind and also clarity. He needs clarity. Also, as they are exploring their spiritual gifts, they try to connect to the divine feminine during their meditations. They try to see if they can connect telepathically. Okay, also I see the divine masculine turning to spiritual counselors, even reading spiritual books. Okay, I mean, they are really in the journey. They are all, their mind is all into the journey. They have finally arrived into the journey, embracing their spiritual gifts and embracing the journey. In the next card we see the storm is coming, the birds are fleeing, and the divine masculine, he's tied to this tree. He's trying to free himself, cut the rope that is binding him. The storm, it represents the storm of his fears, like when he gets a panic attack, and how he cannot free himself, how he is trapped, feeling of being trapped in these fears. He is trying to free himself, but the rope seems thick. I mean, the rope will be thick. It has been built with deep fears from this life and his past life. The rope feels extremely thick, but the divine masculine is putting up a struggle. He's coming into the energy of escaping from those fears, of dealing with them. When I say escape, I don't mean denying them. I mean dealing with them. Going away from the fears. So this process is happening. In the next card we see the divine masculine and the sled. And there are 4 dogs here, wild dogs, which are pulling the sled. I can say that this dog is called belief, this dog is called faith, this dog is called trust, and this dog is called hope. But do you see that they are all looking in different directions? The divine masculine has not aligned all his virtues in a single direction. There is no sustained effort put in a single direction. He is all over the place. That's why the sled, it's not moving towards the divine feminine. What he has to do is align belief, align faith, align trust, and align hope into the path that his soul calls him to. And the sled will start moving towards the divine feminine. In the next card we see the divine masculine. He's taking a break. He's looking at the harvest here, which represents the twin flame love. These leaves are green. The twin flame love, he's looking at it. It's something he has found. It's something he has also been growing, something he has been nurturing in his own way. He's just taking a step back and he's looking at it. He feels that, whatever he does or doesn't do is not going to affect this twin flame love. It's almost like there's a force outside of himself, a much greater force, which is controlling this love, which is directing his life. He's embracing the concept of destiny and fate here in this relationship. So he is ready to not struggle, not put up resistance, and just watch how the divine is, where the divine is taking this relationship and how the relationship works out. Okay, this comes with him turning to his spirituality. It's almost a surrender to the greater will of God, an end to the resistance, the wall. It's almost like he feels, I don't have to put up my wall anymore. I just step back and observe and let the divine do what they want to do. Coming to the divine feminine. Now we see this figure here looking so longingly at these cups. It's almost like the divine feminine is on the grail quest, seeking the holy grail, something elusive which will give you so much of happiness. And this is so unhealthy. If this is how you're looking at the twin flame journey, it is very, very unhealthy. Attaching all your happiness to your divine masculine and the twin flame reunion, that's not really how this journey is to be navigated. Okay, the twin flame journey is a gift to come into union with your own soul, to love yourself fully. The twin flame reunion or your divine masculine will not fill the void inside of you that happened because of your past trauma or heartbreak or abuse that you suffered. You fill that void. You heal that void with your love energy. You are the person who's going to put the pieces of your soul together and make yourself whole again. The journey is designed for you to become whole again on your own. It is normal to be obsessed with our twin flames, but it's unhealthy to, attach ourselves, seeking all our happiness from that one person who remains elusive. The next card is the Ace of Cups, and I have two cards with the Ace of Cups here, from two different decks. This is my favorite deck. That's the Silver Witchcraft Tarot deck, and this is the Radiant Rider-Waite Tarot deck. Okay, so the Ace of Cups is promising a new beginning here. Okay, one has a symbol of a dove. And this card has tonight's full moon, the full hunter's moon. Okay, here, right now where I am here, it's in the east, it's already up. Okay, I'm already experiencing the full moon energy here. We come to the dove here. Okay, the dove is a celestial messenger of peace. It's a maternal symbol. It's also a symbol of sacrifice, because just before the babies are to be born, the doves, they cease foraging for food. This temporary starvation leads to purer milk being produced for the babies. The dove is very maternal, a figure of sacrifice. So the message here is, whatever sacrifices have occurred, that you have done, whatever sacrifice you have made in your twin flame journey, it's all going to pay off. This card is talking of a new beginning. And here we see the full moon, which is so perfect. We have the full hunter's moon, tonight here. The hunter's moon is after the harvest moon of September. Okay, it's called the hunter's moon. For those who don't know, it's called the hunter's moon because after the harvesters have reaped the fields, okay, the hunters can easily see the fattened deer and other animals that have come out to glean. Okay, the message here is we are being called upon to invoke our inner warrior. Okay, you have to continue the fight. Okay, the fight to truth, the fight to living an authentic life, the fight to your twin flame reunion. Invoke the inner warrior in whatever fields of your life that you feel you're becoming weak or becoming a victim. Be the warrior. Okay, we know the full moon. It's a symbol of endings as well as beginnings. So what is it in your life that you need to end or surrender? Ask yourself that question. What needs to end? What do you need to surrender? What do you need to give up for what is not serving you anymore? What do you need to give up so that you can raise your vibration? Here we see in this card here the Magician. This is a card in which Spirit is encouraging you to begin new projects. Leave behind doubts. Leave behind preoccupation with yourself, your ego. Preoccupation with your false self. Preoccupation with the ego. Leave it all behind. Go and realize your dreams. Your life experience has trained you for this moment right here. Everything you have been through was designed to bring you here. You are being called upon to go and paint your magical life. You don't need to take another class. You don't need to read another book. Just go out there and do whatever you want to do. You are working with Archangel Raziel here. Okay. Archangel, I'm pronouncing it Raziel, but you can say Raziel. Okay. He's the angel of mysteries. You know, he holds the answers to the mysteries of the universe. And as you work with him, you will see that your psychic senses are growing stronger. He also heals spiritual and psychic blocks and helps us with dream interpretations and past life memories. Okay, the message here is trust your soul. In the next card, we see the Empress. We have the sun here. She's looking at the sun. Okay. Besides her is an eagle. You know, the eagle is the only bird it's the bird that flies higher than any other bird. Okay. Here, Spirit is inspiring you to reach higher, to stretch your limits. Be courageous. Relinquish stale and comfortable habits and beliefs and soar into unknown realms and new realities. She is holding the red string of fate, which is binding her to her divine masculine. The red string of fate. You and your divine masculine are always connected. This string may entangle or break, the string may entangle or stretch, but it can never break. Okay, she's got her eyes on her divine masculine. There's also, we see the hair here. There's some baby hairs in the hair. The hair here is inspiring you not to be impatient and not to be in a haste. Cultivate the virtue of diligence. Also, hair is a symbol of taking the leap of faith. You know, you are being called upon to take the leap of faith here. The twin flame journey requires a lot of faith. Faith is something essential here because we are We have set out on a journey where we cannot see what's ahead of us. And there is no destination. We don't know what the destination is. Okay, also the hair is a symbol of fertility. It could mean having a baby for many of us. Okay, also associated with Aphrodite, the Greek goddess of love. So here we have the divine feminine. She's set her eyes on the divine masculine and on the twin flame reunion, and nothing can hold her back. In the next card here, we see the warrior of vessels. I mean, in this full moon, the message from Spirit is invoke your inner warrior. And then you see that your path is long and winding and full of obstacles. But remember that you have to continue to fight. No matter how difficult, you have to fight the good fight. That's the message of this card. Do not give up. Okay, we are all spiritual warriors. We have come too far to go back, to give up. Invoke the inner warrior and continue to fight. Thank you everybody for watching my video, and everybody have a fantastic full moon.